YouTube, Solo here with another kind of unboxing video. Before we jump into the next video, I just want to give a shout out to my 2 subscribers. You are my first 2 subscribers on my channel. I'll be doing a special video when I hit my first 10 subscribers, so if you see this video, if you want me to make more, if you are even remotely interested in my content, please give me a like, thumbs up and a subscribe, and hit that little bell icon so that you can be updated when I post any new videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So today I'm going to be doing a kind of unboxing, I suppose, but a little review of some of the vintage Trolls. Now, I'm not talking about the brand new Trolls film that all the kids are into these days. I'm talking about the actual Troll collectible figures, basically, that were out from the kind of 80s, I guess, and into the 90s. Now, much like my previous video of My Little Pony, again, if you haven't seen that one, please go back and give that a little watch. Again, give it a like, comment if you recognise any of those toys that you've had as a child. But similar to those ones, these were given to me by my sister's friends. My sister had a huge Troll collection. These are just a few of them. There are a few different brands in here, but really most of them are made by a company called Russ, or another company called Ace. Those were the main kind of collectors' Trolls of the time. So I'm going to go through and show you what I've got. If you recognise any of these from your own collections as children, or perhaps you're a collector now, please drop me a message, let me know, which ones you have. Any memories that you have of Trolls as a child would be appreciated. While we're also on this note, obviously, thank you to my 2 subscribers. It's very much appreciated. I've actually downloaded some software to enable me to start to practice editing my videos, giving them a bit more of a professional feel, but I'm still learning. So if you want to support, a new YouTuber, if you want me to keep going and making some more videos, it'd be greatly appreciated. And if you could give me a like and a subscribe on my videos, just, watching my videos, will really give me that support and that boost that's needed. So without further ado, let's go through and have a look at some of these vintage Trolls. So I split the collection that I have into some of the bigger ones versus some of the smaller ones. So I thought first and foremost we'd start to look at some of the bigger Troll dolls that I have. So I'm going to start with one of my favourites. Now, I'm sure all of these had names, but I don't know what they are. So this was probably my favourite Troll growing up. This one, if we have a little look, the markings are kind of really worn on the feet, but it's made in China. It's made by a company called Ace Novelty Co. That also says Inc. So corporation, what does Inc stand for? Incorporated, there you go. Corporation, Corp Inc? Oh, I don't know, ignore me. So yeah, I had a few given to me by my sister that had little kind of diamantes in the belly button. Quite surprisingly, this one is actually maintained where it is. So pink Troll, pink eyes, really cute little troll face. People either love or hate these. I think the new Trolls, they've kind of softened out the features and made them a bit less scary. I always love Trolls. Some people find them terrifying and hate them. Also, most of these Trolls are naked. I did have clothing sets for them. Some of them have clothes and stuff with them. But yeah, most Trolls were naked. And as a child, Troll bums were absolutely hilarious. So signature Troll hair that sticks up. You can see, unfortunately, a bit of the glue here. But yeah, that was a favourite of mine as a child. Don't have a hell of a lot of information, really, about each of these. But as I said, if you recognise any of these, if you know whether they came as part of a set, where you could buy them from, if I've got any rare ones or exclusives that you seem to notice, give them a like. My next favourite one is this one. This is a Frankenstein Troll, as you can tell by the, Frankenstein's monster Troll, as you can tell by the scars on the face, the green skin, the black hair. They've got these little ratty shorts, which I always found hilarious as a child. They dyed the underneath of the actual doll, so it looks like he's constantly wearing the trousers with his little green bum. But Yeah, I love horror films, have always loved horror films, so I found this troll to be one of my absolute favourites, the Frankenstein one. Um, this one is made by another company. This is called Russ. You've got the trademark sort of logo there, and again made in China. He's got a little hole on one of his feet, which makes me think that perhaps he came in a set with something else and you could stand him on something, perhaps. Not sure on that one, but again, absolute favourite of mine. The next one we have is this one. Now, this troll has slightly different features. They all, if you look, they've got slightly different kind of nose shapes and slightly different features. I don't know whether it's depending on the type of troll, depending on perhaps the brand and the makers of the trolls, but again, this one has softer features, bigger ears, a broader nose, a little moon by its belly button, again, of course, naked, pale pink hair, which probably has seen better days. It's looking very grubby now. This one just says made in China, so I don't know whether this is an unofficial troll doll. Maybe not one. It's not made by Russ, and it's not made by Ace Novelty. So yeah, this could be an unofficial one. But I also have another one of the same set. And this one has kind of pale bluey greeny with a heart on its belly button, and again it says made in China. Exactly the same as this one, just in a different colourway, different coloured eyes, yellow versus a kind of orangey colour. But yeah, I think they're really cute as well. Now, this one has another face again. This one I think might be bordering on the creepy. Very shiny. If you have a look on the bottom, this one is made by a company called Dam, and it's circa 1986, made in China. Don't know whether these are perhaps rarer, perhaps maybe worth a little bit more, I'm not sure, but again, naked. I think they all did come in set outfits. I know one of them had a little devil outfit, for example. You know, that was the kind of novelty of them. They had little different jobs or little different outfits and different little characters. But yeah, so that's another slight difference there. In a similar vein to our Frankenstein one, we also have a pirate, again naked. The elastic, unfortunately, is gone from his eye patch, but if you can see here, he's got one eye and one that is closed and pretend sewn. So the eye patch would have obviously fitted onto the eye there. He's got a little pirate hat on with skull and crossbones, yellow hair. This one is again made by Russ, and just like the Frankenstein, he's got the little hole on one of his feet, so perhaps would have gone with a set of something else. Yeah, so that's the pirate one, again similar to our Frankenstein one. Similar facial features too. Okay. Next one, different again. I would argue he's probably my favourite in terms of the kind of cute factor. He's got this really cute broad wide nose. He's a fisherman, so he's got his fisherman's overall, and I think he would have had more, but at the minute he's only got one kind of gold fish on him. But his overalls do come off, so if I just take these off, we'll be able to see who made him. So just like the previous one, the blue one with the slightly different face, this was made by a company called Dam, and again in 1986. They may have come as a set, I'm not sure. You can tell that they're made by the same company because they seem to be made of a kind of shinier plastic with slightly different facial features to some of the others. But again, these two are slightly different again. Personal favourite there though, with his little fishing overalls. A nice little kind of novelty item there. And again, 1986, so quite a while ago. These two, slightly different again. I'm thinking he may be an unofficial one, but this is a giant troll. So I don't know whether they did some kind of novelty ones. I have a feeling these trousers did not originally come with him. My mum was quite a dab hand at the sewing machine, so perhaps these were made for him by somebody in the family, possibly nan or mum. Black hair. He's kind of got sort of brown eyes that I think perhaps have sort of slightly worn, but yeah, he's considerably larger than, say, our Frankenstein troll here. He doesn't have any markings on his feet, I don't think. A slight one there that just says China if you can just see that. But again, very worn because they're all very well played with and well loved. And the last of the larger items that I have is actually a troll unicorn. I've seen that trolls in the 1980s did create a range of different animals in a kind of troll-esque look. So you could tell, obviously he's got the unicorn horn and the tail, and then the bright pink hair. Again, no markings on this one. Looking very, very grubby. Very well loved. But no markings, unfortunately, on this one. Doesn't even say made in China. But I'm assuming it is an official Trolls product. But again, not made by Ace or Russ like some of our previous ones. But a cute and interesting little item there if you're a collector of Trolls and like something a little bit different. Okay, so moving on then, I've got some smaller ones here. Some are definitely official products, some are kind of fake Trolls knockoffs, but another favourite here, and again by a different maker. This one has got slightly different coloured skin and a cute little rainbow hair there. If you have a look on the bottom, they've kind of got, I'll just get that in focus, a little horseshoe pattern on the feet. And on the back, it says... you need a doll, coin, ink maybe? Co-ink? Let's have a little look if you can see that. You need a doll co-ink. Made in China again. Again, another make. I think there was, unlike things like My Little Pony, as shown in my previous video, they weren't really just made by one company from what I can gather from Trolls. There were a variety of different companies that jumped on the bandwagon because these things were so collectible in the 1980s. There were, you know, children, and my sister being one of them, loved to collect these little creatures. And obviously they've been passed down through the family and well played with. And, you know, they've kind of stood the test of time. I know that they look a bit grubby and not obviously brand new anymore. But, you know, I think with the recent new film, Trolls are again gaining popularity in children. So, yeah, another kind of different branded one there. If we have a look, this again is another Russ Troll, so made by that previous company that made our Frankenstein and our Pirate and so on, and looks a little bit more like the classic Trolls we know and love. So again on the bottom, if you can see on the feet, it says Russ and made in China. Rainbow hair, unfortunately he's had some pen leak onto him by the looks of it, but another nice little item there. This one is very much a miniature, if we move that back, of the first one that I'd shown. So you can tell that they're made by the same company. They're both made by Ace Novelty items. They've both got the little gemstones in the belly button. This one is just happens to be a slightly smaller troll. So if you have a look on the bottom there, you can't quite, just line that up to the camera, you can't quite really see the patterning, unfortunately, as it's so worn. But again, Ace Novelty. So they made these in a range of different sizes for children or collectors alike. Again, similar troll made by the same companies we can tell that have done this one, except this one is slightly darker skin tone, plain green hair, got the horseshoe pattern on the bottom the same, and again is made by You Need a Doll Co. Inc. Made in China. The patterning on this one, the writing on this one's a little bit easier to see, I think, because of the darker skin tone there. But another nice little item, nice little troll. Another one here with, again, slightly different facial features. I have a feeling that this is a kind of unlicensed one. He feels a little bit lighter, cheaper feeling plastic than some of the others, but orange hair, different facial features again, just says China on the bottom of his feet, no official markings unfortunately, but cute just the same. Right, different again is these two. Now I'm pretty sure that the pink one came in a wedding outfit that's long since gone and was instead knitted this lovely skirt, crocheted, probably by my mother. But the blue one, as you can see, has got a tuxedo on. So these were a bride and groom couple set when they were first bought. If you have a little look on the bottom, these were made by Dam. So we've come across Dam. Again, they made some of the other trolls that I've got. I'm just trying to find one of the ones that were made by Dam. Made by the same company that made this one. They use similar plastic and it's a little bit shinier than some of the others, but these have very different facial features. Very, very cute. These ones were made a year earlier than the other ones. These were made in 1985. Yeah, 1985. And these came as a bride and groom set. Unfortunately, said dress has been lost. But if you have a look at him, he's got a nice little cravat on, little bow tie, little suit. Very cute all the same. Going down into some of the even smaller ones now. These two, very similar in terms of facial features. This little one has a Santa hat on it and made by same company as previously, Russ. Don't ask what that is on his foot. Disgusting, no idea. But yeah, made by the company called Russ, and obviously he was a Christmas kind of special doll. This one looks to have had a bit of a haircut, unfortunately, but again, is made by the same company, Russ. And they're pretty much identical, just with different hair colour. And obviously one has a hat sewn, Christmas hat sewn onto his head. Now I've got a few very small ones, which I'm kind of just going to chuck together and show you. So this is a very, very cheap unlicensed one. This one's actually made in Korea. No date on, but you can tell he's not a kind of licensed troll. He's very thin. I'm not sure what this, I'm pretty sure there used to be a pink one, and they had the same string on the back, so I'm not sure if they were a necklace or if they were, I don't know, tied onto something, but yeah, not an official licensed one. This was a pencil topper. This was a Weetos pencil topper troll. They did a variety of these. You can tell this one's holding some golf clubs, but there's a hole on the bottom that they'd go on the top of your pencils back in the day when, you know, the good old days when cereal had plastic toys in them, and you'd ask your mum and dad for the cereal simply for the plastic toy and not eat the cereal. But they did a variety of these holding different objects with different hair colours and so on and so forth. So even Weetos got on the bandwagon. Pretty sure this was 1990s one. Pretty sure I had this, so much later. But shows you the kind of enduring popularity of trolls at the time. They even made trolls keyrings. So again, this one is another little troll made by Russ. If you can just, there you go. There you can see made by Russ, so an official one. But this time they put one on a keyring, so you could take them with you everywhere. Another Weetos pencil topper here. Kind of an odd looking thing, but again very similar to the one holding the golf clubs, made in China, and again would go on the top of your pencil. Again, another one here, another pencil topper, different face again, very strange, holding a spoon, I think, and eating its Weetos perhaps out of the spoon, who knows. And then you could even get ones as tiny as these, so really dinky ones. I think this isn't an official one, but when has a little pendant thing, so you could have it around your neck and carry it with you everywhere. And this one, I think, is actually an official licensed one. Just get it in focus. There we go, and they made them that small. So I think we've got one that's even got a little angel's outfit on that goes on our Christmas tree every year as a Christmas decoration. But so you could get trolls from all the way up to this size and probably larger, all the way down to this very mini one here. Even though, you know, some of them in good condition are worth a considerable amount of money. Obviously, none of the ones that I've shown you today would be, but it just shows you the enduring popularity of, you know, such a collectible item that kids, you know, really loved. Adults even still really like to collect as a bit of nostalgia. And with the new film that's come out, or relatively new now, you know, it's kind of being passed on to the next generation. So give me a little comment below if you recognise any of these, if you had any of these as a child. If you're a trolls collector, if you have any, dust them off in the loft and have a little look through. It's fun to just look back at some of the kind of nostalgic items. So I'm going away on Friday for a few days, so there possibly won't be another video for another maybe week and a little bit. Again, still waiting on the Mio Tea Time series, but until then, give me a like, give me a subscribe so that you can see more of my content. I'm going to have a little go at doing a bit more editing, making them look a little bit more professional. But thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. I've been Solo, you've been watching Flying Solo, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.